Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show provisioning of a Windows instance from the Windows operating system. As you can see, now I am logged in my account and I have two instances that they are running in Windows. Is instance number 2, which has even the connection RDP, and instance number 5. I can start them, and as you can see, they are still in the starting process. Since the instances they are kind of big, depends even in the configurations. It might take some time for them to start from the status of stop. If you want to do some more and make sure that they are fully running, as you can see, they are taking even the external IP. Sometimes they show that they are running, but still certain processes are not fully in the running process, and you might have problems to connect them. You can ping their external IP, and as you can see now, it's not yet fully running. We just update our web page. It shows that they are running, but still certain services are not still in a fully running status. So I'm going to show in this video different methods that we use for a connection with the Windows operating system instances that they are building Windows Server operating system. As you can see, now we are getting communication with this IP, which means that the instance is in a full running status, and we can try the other instance. And even the other instance is running, and we can start the process of the provisioning. As I said before, before you start provisioning an instance, you have always to make sure that they are in a status of running. I'm going to start provisioning the first instance, the instance number 2, and I'm going to show how to provision in a different methods. First, when you click in the RDP, you have some options that shows different methods how to connect it. This connection is done through the RDP file or through the remote desktop connection. This is a tool or an application that is installed in every Windows. Meanwhile, in Mac operating system, you have to configure it to install it. So we show more options. We have to fill the form one by one. We have to put the IP address, the external IP address of the instance. In this case, is 34.168.31. We put the username, but before going further with to complete the other form, we go for the first options, which is set Windows password. We click it, we have a username here, and then we set the username, and automatically this option is going to give us a password. So as you can see, now the Windows password is generated. We click connect with a remote desktop connection. It's going to take some time. Let's see what is going on here. Okay, the IP address is not written correctly, so we have to check these details before we do any kind of changes. So as you can see now, after the configuration of the IP address and the username, it comes the options to put the password. We copy the password and we can see it. So we can provision it. So this is one method how you can connect. So as you can see now, we are waiting for the connection to be fully done. We have an IP address here in the screen shown, which you can identify what instance you are provisioning. And also, this is a method in the case that you have even problems with your password. You can save this password somewhere, or you can make, every time you connect with your Windows, you can generate a new password, which I usually do. And or if you have problems with your password, you still can use the same method to generate a new one. So still the Windows operating system is uploading, and it's gonna connect with a username, which is my username, and it's gonna upload all the user profile services, and the Windows operating system is gonna start running normally. Let's try the other method. So I'm going to start provisioning another instance with another method, the instance number 5, and I'm going to show another way how to how to provision it. We open RDP options and we're going to download the RDP file. The RDP file, we can keep it. When you open it, the RDP file is actually a file that has already pre-configured some of the elements of the remote desktop application. So let's try this. We don't have to fill out the username and the IP address of your instance. Already with the RDP file, when you download it, it is pre-configured. You only have to wait for the password. In this option, I'm going to show another way how to generate the password. We click the options and we have view G command to reset the password. So before we start running any command of gcloud, first we have to make sure that the gcloud is installed. And we use the gcloud version just to understand if the package is installed and if we are able to run certain commands that they start with a gcloud. As you can see, the gcloud SDK is already installed in this terminal, and it shows even information about the version and the packet and the components of the gcloud command. Now that we make sure that our Google Cloud SDK is installed, we can start further with generating through the terminal the password. I have prepared some other videos about how to install the Google Cloud SDK in a different operating systems, and you can follow those steps, and you can have your Google Cloud SDK in the terminal, which makes easy for you to run different commands. So now I can go copy this command and let's make it a little bigger. Well, we didn't copy it, so try to copy again and run it. So it asks for a confirmation if you want to reset the password, and I'm going to say yes. Now it's working on instance 4. Meanwhile, my operating system in the other instance is still uploading. So as you can see here, it shows the username of the IP address of the instance, the password, and the username of the instance. This kind of basic elements that they are required for a remote desktop connection. Since I use an RDP file, I have already pre-configured in that file the username and the IP address of the instance. So now I have only to copy paste my password. So I'm gonna go here, copy, and paste in. So as you can see now, the connection it recognized the password, and it's gonna take some time for the Windows to run. So these are two methods that you can use for provisioning instance in Windows operating system. That is through the terminal to generate the password, or you can use even the application here, this option here that generates automatically the Windows password. As you can see now, the remote connection is done in this IP address and is uploading the server manager, which is the application to manage the server. And also the other instance is still running, is still uploading since we just did the connection. And if you are provisioning many instances at the same time, you can understand what instance you are running by just identifying and understanding the IP address of the instance. This is an element that helps you to identify what instance you are running and what instance you are provisioning. There is even the last options that learn about Windows authentication. This is mostly, let's click it, and is mostly a tutorial how to create and manage the Windows Server instances. And there are so many different configurations, so many things that you can do through the terminal, and also you can do even in the Google Cloud platform. After we have already connect, where is my mouse? Okay. We can put it a little lower. When we are done with the connection, we just close in. Where is my mouse? So we can close the connection. And when we are done, we can close even the connection for this instance.